Hi, good morning. There is a good positive story about the consultant doctor, which I talked about yesterday, who has blocked artery to the heart and blocked arteries to the legs. His blood sugar is responding to healthy lifestyle in a few days. So the blood sugar was sent to me this morning. It is 72 milligram per deciliter. I divided on 18. It is equal to 4 millimole per liter, which is very good. Because in the morning, usually he used to have 150 milligram per deciliter. And all of us, we have high blood sugar in the morning. And they said it is dome phenomena. In the morning, we have high blood sugar, high blood pressure because we secrete cortisol and adrenaline and noradrenaline before we wake up, and our temperature raised. But this proved to me it is not true, even the dome phenomena. If we live healthy lifestyle, then there is no rise in blood sugar. This is a good example. So what did he change in his lifestyle? He walk in the morning, 400 meter, because he cannot walk longer, but he do exercises inside the house, push-ups, squatting. He do a good exercises to keep his muscles. Also the fasting. He eat one meal a day, and the meal consists during the day, not late in the night. It is about 4 or 3 in the afternoon. Vegetables steamed, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and so on, and a piece of protein, which could be a piece of salmon, fish, and that's it. He stopped cigar smoking. He sleep in the night. And this is the biological clock of the body. We have to help the body in timing, because, how the body knows it is daytime, because the brain is inside the skull. So unless we expose our eyes to the sunlight, then the brain understand by the wavelength of the eye. It is chemical, electrical signals. It is daytime, so it will start to secrete the body, the cells, which is we enlarge millions of times. It start to secrete hormones, enzymes, because the language of body function is hormones and enzymes. The enzymes are the switches on and off. For example, if we have high sugar, high insulin, the switches in the cells and in the mitochondria will stimulate the burning of glucose and stop the burning of fat. The switches are enzymes, which is very complicated biochemistry. But if we fast and the insulin is low, then the switches, the enzyme will be secreted to stop the burning of sugar and allow the fatty acid to go in the mitochondria to be burned to produce energy. And this is called the Randall cycle, Randell. He is in Cambridge, and he discovered this cycle in the 60s of the last century. So the switches are the enzyme. So how the body knows to do these things? It is by hormones, and the king is insulin hormone. But there are thousands of hormones, and some we don't know even. Okay, so I want to make it simple. So to respect the biological clock, in the evening, unless we sit in the dark and sleep in the dark, and there is no light, artificial light, the body doesn't know it is nighttime, because during the night, the brain secrete melatonin, which is a sleep hormone, and also the cells secrete growth hormone, which help the repair of the damage in the cells. It is very, very important to respect the time and to live in coherence or in synchrony with the environment in which we live. We are supposed to be awake, active, eat during the day, and to rest and sleep during the night. We cannot sleep during the day and wake during the night, or eat during the night. You cannot. We can do it, but after 10 years, 15 years, you will have obesity, diabetes, cancer. So those people who do night shift, like us, when we were in medicine, when we were resident, we become sick. But we don't know. And I am one of them. I develop varicose veins. I develop a lot of problems. But now, luckily, when I start healthy lifestyle, I start to control it. But we doctors, we do a very hard job, very stressful job, and it is not worth it. They say they have money. It's not worth it. No, it's very, very complicated job. And to live with the patient all the time. Although I loved it, but that love is like Stockholm syndrome, meaning Stockholm is the capital of Sweden, in which when in the prison, like the prisoner. This is what we did. This is what I did. Anyway, I come back to the doctor who sent me the blood sugar is 72 milligram per deciliter and divided on 18, it is 4. And it is very, very good. I repeat, he stopped cigar, he walk, he eat 1 meal a day, he sleep. Then there is another doctor, her cancer stopped. We call it a remission. It was very hard journey. It is up and down. And I looked after her and control her food, which is fasting, water fasting, especially after chemotherapy. Why? Because to reduce the energy for cancer cells. And so the chemo was given very small dose, 50 milligram tablet instead of 400 milligram, which is, I don't know the dosage in milligram or a gram, but anyway, it is 1/8 of the dose, to be honest. Why I don't know the drug? I don't like to study the drugs. I don't want to know the names. I hate them. I don't. So I did it on purpose. Anyway, 400, she took 50, which is 1/8 of the dose. Why? Because the chemotherapy is poison for the cancer cells and normal cells. So during fasting, the cancer cells will become starving, weak, because we don't get energy. You don't have energy to grow. So when the chemo comes, it will be killed. And the normal cells will become strong against the chemo, because this is our evolutionary biology, because we have pathways in the cells which make us survive. So the normal cells will become strong. So the side effect of chemo will become less. No hair fall, nothing. And of course they give her antiviral because she has many dormant viruses. And we don't want these viruses to be activated. Antifungal was given not because she has fungal infection, but to potentiate the action of the chemotherapy in the liver, so that they give her a small dose. Because even the medical research, they try to reduce the amount of chemo because it is very toxic, it is poison. So they try to give another drug which is less poisonous. Of course, every drug for me, in my thinking, is poison, but less poisonous, which is good. So the cancer is in remission. Only 2% is stayed, and now she will have another course. It is up and down. It is not easy. When she developed cough, they give her antibiotic for 1 week and they stop it, because we can't give antibiotic because it will affect the bacteria in the gut, and the bacteria we need it for our immune system. The food, mostly fasting, are restricted calories, and I apply the 500 calorie plant-based diet, but I gave her also protein, animal protein. So in the morning, the breakfast is 2 boiled egg, only the yolk, but once or twice she can take 1 tablespoon white protein, because the protein, if it is too much, it will change into sugar. Our problem is the sugar. Every day we do blood sugar level, and to keep it low. and but it wasn't low. It was in the 80 milligram per deciliter. Only once it was reduced to 3.5 millimole per liter. And water. Every day a flask of ginger. She will take one glass of the ginger with cloves. And iced tea. She drink green tea only, no black tea. Salmon, a piece of 120 gram, half of it, 60 gram. In the evening, she finished eating at 3 p.m. with a big bowl of steamed vegetables like carrot is sugary, cabbage, white cabbage, red cabbage, green beans, Brussels sprouts, asparagus. That's it. A few nuts, walnuts, perhaps one or two. 3 olives. 2 tablespoons of organic kefir we add to it. Crushed seeds like flax seeds, chia seeds, sesame seeds. 1 tablespoon. She mix it and take it, and that's all. So we apply restricted calorie, which is a practice in United States by Professor Walter Lango, which is fasting mimicking diet, which is 500 calories, because it will not stimulate the switches of cell growth at this level. Anyway, so there is the good news, because I got this knowledge from the book, which is Cancer is a Metabolic Disease by Professor Thomas Seyfried. He did experiment on rats and on dogs with the tumors. This method is not applied officially in the West, in United States of America. But now we use this method in addition to the classical method of treating with chemotherapy and radiotherapy to reduce the doses of these toxic drugs. And I learned this from a medical doctor, which is called Terry Wells. She has very severe multiple sclerosis, and she started to study the experiment on rats, not on human, because we do a lot of research on rats. And she applied, and she started to eat green leafy vegetable 9 cups per day, a clean meat, and she does exercises, stimulation, vibration, and so on. It is all on the internet, and she has a program which is now called Terry Wells program. So reading and knowing, it gave me the confidence to do this. And I am happy that the body is responding, because the body is hungry and thirsty for healthy lifestyle and to want to survive and heal. I wish you subscribe to my channel and distribute it to the others. It's sorry, I shouldn't say my channel. It is your channel. It's not mine. I don't own anything. I know the knowledge myself, but I want to help the people to open the light in their brains. Thank you and goodbye.